Hello and welcome to this presentation of Skola Groups. It was launched yesterday, not very much promoted, but I'm sure you have seen some emails about it. So I will just explain a little bit what it is, or actually I will let the creator of this software, Sam Backer, to present it. But first I will say what is in it for you in the club. As you will see, this platform is a Skola platform. It was earlier launched something called Skola Event, and now we have Skola Groups, and there will be a relaunch of events, and there will be additional Skola funnels later. In the launch this time of Skola Groups, there are the front end, which is in principle, well, it contains everything you need for a simple community and simple course setup. But if you want to be more professional, you actually need both the professional upgrade and you mainly need the business upgrade, which is the second upgrade, which allows you for doing a lot of things which you really need and which you are used to from for example, Facebook groups. Think about things like letting members communicate with each other with direct mail and so on. So the business is definitely needed, and there's only one problem with that, and that is that the business upgrade is a monthly recurring of $67 per month as it is now. And that price might even be increasing. Actually, you will hear Sam talk about an increase also of the front end from the present 197 one time up to also there a monthly fee. So if you want to get this for yourself, you have until Friday, 2 more days now, today's Wednesday, and you have until Friday, what will it be, the 5th or something like that. And then you will get with a special price and you will not pay recurring, at least for the front end, but the business will always be recurring. Now, you as a member of Iron Buyers Club, you don't need to do that because I have bought the agency license for almost $1,000, and with that I will be able to allow to delegate, actually assign managers to new groups. So in Skola Group I can create a group and then I can rent it out or sell it, or in the case of the club I will be able to give it to members. There is a problem with that, and that is that to cover the recurring cost for the business, I will need to have a smaller, not a $67, but a smaller amount to if you want to have also the business upgrade, which I'm afraid that you need. So otherwise included in the club membership there is the front end and the pro version. And you will see as I'm presenting this video I will show you soon. It's about it's an extract from one almost 2 hours webinar from yesterday, and I squeezed it down to the 30 minutes approximately with the most essential information, and you will see everything about the upgrades there. So with that said, I will give the floor, or the screen rather, to Sam, and then you will watch this, and if something I will come back afterwards and summarize up what and repeat what you will get. I will also put this of course on YouTube and on a blog post on our site. Plus I will also put it on the community group in Skola Groups, which I'm creating for the club right now. I'm also doing in parallel actually the what was it called, Massfluencer stuff or similar program, which was launched last week. And we can do a comparison between those two. I do think that this is a more high-level product. Skola is a more high-level product and it's definitely more expensive. And it's probably also more stable, and it will grow with time. So there will be added more and more things. So with that said, please Sam, take over. I will share the screen, and let's see where I do that. And I will make the full screen of the presentation.
Let's go and have a look at the software in action. And the best way to kind of demonstrate this for you is actually to show you one of the communities that I'm running right now. Now, this is the community, the first community we've kind of created to run. And the reason we created this community is that it's for really to facilitate communication inside of Skola for this software. So we can get feedback on it. We can help to kind of understand what people want from it, and more. So let me just jump across into that. I'm just finding the right tab we have available. Hopefully this is it. There we go. I think that's it. Yep. Cool. Perfect. Okay. Let me share my screen and we're good. Cool. So this is our community. So this is our Skola community. Okay. So this is what we've built in order to basically, build a community around our software. So you can see here, this is the student side, and very soon our admin dashboard will look exactly the same as the student side. But you can see this here. We've got 33 posts. We've got 136 comments. We've got 151 people that have joined. So if you would like to go ahead and experience this for yourself, what I'll do is I'll share you a link, and Tina, I'll just expand the size. I'm going to zoom in. So this shows that it'll show larger for you because I'm on a really big screen here. So I'm going to put it in larger. For you, it'll probably look a little bit smaller on your screen. But so how do we share? How do we go ahead and how do we share our group? So it's really easy. There's multiple ways of sharing. The first one is that we go through here. We just click copy free registration, and then I'm going to post that into the chat here. So you can register for this community right now. You can actually, while I'm on this call sharing this with you, you can jump into the community and you can go ahead and post some comments. You can post some messages. And when you do, you'll see that there'll be a notification that'll pop up here. So I was communicating with Tim just a moment ago. I also received a private message from Tim. So I was having a conversation with him, and I was sorting a issue out with his account. He got agency, so he wanted some questions resolved for that. So I was able to receive that message. I received an email that said, hey, Tim has sent you a private message. And when I receive comments and replies where there's actions that I should be taking, I receive an email on that as well. So I don't need to have to be in this community all the time. I'll actually get notified when these events that I should respond to occur. Now, what we've also got within this community is our first part, which is the community itself. So the community itself, when members register, they'll be able to come in and then they'll be able to post discussions and ask questions within this community. They can also respond to different discussions that others have posted as well. And that will help you to do that too. Cool. So I'm just going to try and adjust the view window because I got a comment to adjust the view window. One sec, I'll try that. Let's try this. Cool. Put a 1 in the box if this is clearer. Is this clearer for you now? Let me know if this is better. Put a 1 in the box if this is better than the previous screen. Okay. Oh, you're in the link. Okay, Tina. Cool. So hopefully this is a bit clearer. So I'll zoom in, and that'll give you hopefully a bit of a better look at it. So you can use this to post discussions. So you can see here that some of our members have already posted some discussions. So Francesca, she posted a message. How do you plan to use Skola groups? I plan on building different communities around different interests. My main interest is yoga, to share experiences and knowledge, and etc. And then I posted a comment here. I said, hey, that's great. Can you let me know what you mean by script? Because I wanted to clarify one of your questions. And she will have got a notification of this, and she'll be able to revisit it and have a look. It also shows the amount of people that have liked it. It shows a list of people that have viewed it. This will look a lot nicer very soon. And then we've also got the ability to scroll down and see more. So we've got questions. So Evie said, hey, how many clients can I associate with my agency account? And I said, at the moment, it's unlimited. We had questions about the founder deal, questions about notifications and engagement, Skolaverse Facebook groups. Evie went into kind of some of the big advantages of using Skola groups over Facebook, and you can kind of see a rundown of what Michael's planning on using as well. So you can actually get different ideas, and you can get a lot out of the community as well. So David had a feature suggestion that he wanted to suggest, And we got some really good feedback on that. What others in the community who have purchased Scholar groups wanted us to build in. So we're able to learn a lot from our audience, our community from that. And we've also got categories as well. So when someone's posting, they can actually categorize where their post should go. So if it's an introduction, and I encourage you when you get in, just introduce yourself, let us know what you're doing, and let us know, who you are. And then, other members will be able to connect with you if they're in the same place as you as well. Now, you can post updates out to your community. You can schedule in those updates. You can send them out as emails. You can add attachments. You can run polls if you want to as well. You can also, if you want to, attach documents, attach further resources and information. You can add videos, and you can also add emojis as well. So that's what's available with the community discussions. And you've also got the ability to run what are called classrooms. Now, these classrooms are courses. So we just call this classroom, but there's actually multiple courses within this classroom. And you've got Scholar groups here, you've got Scholar events, and you've got Scholar funnels. So if you go into Scholar events, for example, you click through here, what you can see is you can see a plan. So I've actually, and when you register here, and I can see, Tina, you've just opened a new discussion. Very cool. Now, what you can do within here is you can actually plan out entire training programs. So if it's a high ticket program, if it's a free program, you can do that all within this builder here. This is actually a builder that I'm using here. So this will allow me to add additional content. I can add transcripts if I want to. I can add videos. I can add text. I can customize anything. I can bold certain parts of this if I want to. I can underline, and I can edit this as I want. I can add more information about this as well. And as I add more information to my course, it'll be more and more useful for users. And one of the great things, or my community. Now, one of the great things about this is that if you go into here, you go into the course itself. So I'm going to shrink this slightly. Then you can see there's an ask a question option here as well. So if a member has a specific question about a lesson, they can actually post their question here. And when they post the question here, it'll be featured at the bottom here. And then it'll also post within the community. So any other members who are in the community who see this can respond to it. And it also then will show that thread. So it'll stay on the classroom. If you want it to stay on the classroom, it'll stay on the classroom. So others who maybe have those questions as well will be able to see those questions. They'll be able to then click through and find the answer based on the comments that were posted below it. And that helps to add value to the courses that you're creating, and also helps you to understand what information you might have missed within a lesson that could be added in. And that will help you to improve the course in the future. So you can improve your trainings in the future through this as well. And then the final component is our calendar. So you can see here, I've actually set up a calendar. You can see the different days that this is running. And these are when we actually run these events. So this isn't based on, this is actually when we're running these workshops. So we run a weekly workshop for Skola, and this gives you an opportunity to listen to how you can use the software, how others use the software, ask questions, and really our goal of this is to help you to use the software the best that you can. And the way to do that is being consistent and helping you every single week to learn how to use the software, to help have your questions answered. And all of those webinars will be recorded and added into this replay section here as well. So the replay section, it's over here. To add a replay, you just click it here. You add whichever last Q&A workshop was the last one you did. It might be a pre-recorded video you're adding. So if it's a video that's already been created, I could add in, say, for example, Scholar Group's webinar replay. I click that, I edit, I save it, it's there. And now it's available and viewable within my community. So if I refresh here right now, you'll see that now we can actually click on this, and you'll see that that replay is now available. Now, what we'll have very soon is we're actually going to have the ability to place comments on those replays as well and improve them over time. I'll actually leave this one up because that was the first webinar we've done for the community. So it's probably important to leave it up there. And over time, as your community grows and builds, you'll have more sessions available, more replays for people to watch, and it will become more and more valuable for people that are in your community as well. And I welcome Tina. So look at that. Tina's posted a comment. Tina's on the webinar right now and currently attending the webinar. Awesome. Thank you. That's awesome. Thanks for your kind words. And I'll say thank you, and then it's posted. So Tina can now reply if she wants to, and you can obviously share the post, and there's all sorts of stuff you can do as well. I can also, as the admin, pin posts. I can unpin them, I can pin them. This is actually our previous webinar replay that I've put in here. And then if I wanted to, I can either add more members manually. So if I want to go in here, I can manual invite members, If I wanted to add members in bulk, I could do that. So if I wanted to, say, for example, you've got a product that you sold 100 of them, but you forgot to set up your integrations, you can import all of your the emails for that product into the software. We'll send them out a notification with a link that they can click through and then set up a registration into your product, your community. So that's also available here as well. Now, the other great feature about this, and what we're using in our own business now, is this permission system. So this is really, really, really powerful. And the reason that's really powerful is that, say, for example, you want to do what we're doing, and we're building a Skola community group, which is freely available for anyone that has an interest in Skola. Okay, so anyone that has an interest in Skola can come into here. Now, alongside of this group, we have different products. So we've got different products. We've got a product which is Skola Groups. We've got a product which is Skola Events, which is coming out in a few months. Probably one or two. Actually, no, it's out now, but it's kind of out now. And then we've got Funnels, which is coming out in a few months. And so what we want is we want members of our community who have purchased groups to only be able to access this course. Members who have purchased groups and events to be able to purchase both of these, to be able to access both of these courses. And if we want, if someone's got everything, then we want to have all of these courses available to them. And we want to be able to see who they are, what level they have, and all of that. We can do that within this permission system. So we can actually set up these student levels. And what this is say, for example, I could put in, the way you might use this is like silver, gold, and platinum. So if we put, for example, gold, we can put gold in here. If we put, say, for example, silver, we can put silver in here, and then we could put platinum if we really wanted to. And what you can do is you can actually select one of these and connect it to a product. So the way that you do that is by just selecting the silver level, copying this IP and webhook, adding it into Pay Kickstart, adding it into Samcart, wherever you're selling your product, whether it's a software or whether it's a high-ticket coaching program, you can add it into PayPal, for example. And then what it means is that people that buy through that level, it'll attach that level to their account. So they'll be a silver member, for example. And then this is where it gets really, really, really cool. These categories here, so the categories that we have in the community. So you see these here? We can attach memberships to these. So we can have premium categories. So if I want to post a discussion topic to just one particular level, okay, so gold members, for example, I can do that. And only gold members will be able to view all of those posts. They'll be categorized in a category here. And only gold members will be able to see it in the community. Same with Classroom. I can say that, hey, I want only gold members to be able to see this course. Well, I can do that. Anyone who doesn't have gold will not see this course. They may see an option to upgrade. So they could upgrade and they could get access to that. Otherwise, they don't have access to that course. And same with calendar. So if I'm running special meetings that are only available to gold members, I don't want other members being able to join. So I have events that are scheduled only for gold members, and it actually shows that these are for gold members. Does that make sense? Put a 1 in the box if this makes sense. This is really, really powerful. And it means that your groups can build and grow, and you can have multiple different levels of people in your group based on what they've purchased. And it also means that it's a selling tool for you as well, because if people want to get access to those other membership levels, they want to be associated with people who are within that particular level as well, then they can unlock that and get access to a whole bunch more content. They can get access to a bunch more videos, courses, and also the live Q&As as well. So we're actually categorizing this. Now we're doing it slightly differently through here, but the best way to figure out how to do this is by watching what we're doing, and you'll be able to see how we're doing this. So this is a quick overview of what's possible with the software. There's a ton more you can do with it. I've kind of not gone too deep into, some of this. You've got certification here, you've got actions, you've got, activity. You can see what all your members are doing. We've got analytics rolling out very soon, so you can actually see the level of engagement that your community members have. And you can see here how much activity is occurring within the community as well and when it's happening. So you can actually see, everything that's going on, which is really, really useful. You can also build multiple groups as well. So you can see here, I've got a Skola Partners group. So our customers, one of the things that I invite them to do is if they want to share and earn commissions for sharing our software, then they can become Skola Partners. And in the Skola Partners group, I give them marketing advice. I give them advice on how to sell as an affiliate and how to advertise Skola to effectively sell it and make commissions. Also with crowd conversion, this is a high ticket coaching program that I'm putting together right now, which I'm using this software for, and I'm building a community at the moment for this. So you can see here, there's lots that you can do with this software, and that's just really scratching the surface. As we move forward, as we improve the software, we've got big plans. We're going to be adding a lot more into it, but right now, the way it is, it offers you everything that you'd need in order to effectively go out and make money with one of these community, building your own community groups. So with what you've seen, who's excited? Let me know. Put a yes in the box if you're excited. Hopefully this has impressed you. We've been working really hard on this. It's been about 2 years in the making. We've been putting a lot of hard work into this. It's a very, very complete tool. And some of the upgrades we've got are going to be particularly special. So, So first of all, you're getting everything in one place. So you're getting a community, you're getting, courses, and you're getting a calendar in one place. You're getting the ability to run webinars, Zoom calls. We've got Zoom automation that's coming into here in a few weeks. So the Zoom automation means that when you create a event inside of a calendar, it means that it's automatically added to your Zoom calendar as well. And you can run the Zoom event and you can manage it through the software. We've got pre-optimized high engagement. So you've got the ability basically to notify, you've got the ability to tag other users. I didn't show you how to tag other users, but you can tag other members as well and notify them based on those tags. You can view their profile. You can set up your own profiles through the software. You can deliver the coaching programs that you want to through the software. Also, you've got a countdown timer. So say, for example, you're pre-selling access to a high-tech coaching program, and you're selling off the plan, you don't want this to open up for another 2 weeks because you don't have anything available yet for people. And you want people to come in 2 weeks because there'll be more people in your program. There'll be more people to, engage in the community. You can actually say that, hey, I want this community group to open in 2 weeks. What that means is that you can schedule the community itself to open within 2 weeks, and people can register within your community, and then they can see a countdown timer as to when your community will be activated and open. So there's many different ways of using this as well, because what you can do is you could say, for example, hey, I've got a product that's launching in 2 weeks, and I want the community to launch at the same time, but I want to start selling it now. Well, automatically people will be able to register, they'll be able to get into your community, and they'll see a countdown timer counting down when it opens, then they'll get notified when it does open. So this is really, really cool as well. You can manage student discussions. You can drip feed training. I didn't show that, but you can actually drip feed training based on time, a specific date, and very soon it'll be based on actions as well. So for example, if you go through and you decide that within, if someone completes the silver program or the silver course, then automatically the gold course will unlock. You can do that within this software. That's a business feature. We can also schedule workshops, seamlessly integrate with your favorite funnels, checkouts. This is a really open software, so you can actually plug it into any software that you're using right now. And you also got real-time tracking as well. So you can track what your your members are doing, and you'll also be able to, as a result of that, track them through overall data and individual data. So you can actually, you get a log of all of their individual actions that are happening on an individual level. And you can also see on a big picture view, overall, what your members are doing within your community, how much activity they have, how engaged they are. So you've got 2 ways of really assessing how successful your community is and giving you a benchmark on kind of how to improve the engagement within your community as well. So that's another big thing as well. So this is all possible with your Skola Groups account. Now, you can create groups, generate leads from your free communities. So you can actually, when someone registers, you can generate a lead, you can add them to a webinar, it's up to you. And you can make money selling groups as well. So you can attach these to products that you've set up in Samcart or Thrivecart, and you can scale your offering with the ultimate solution to businesses as well. So there's a replacement for Facebook groups. It's a replacement for Kajabi, any other membership software you're using, calendar software. We've also got support built into here if you get business. So you don't need a support software. You can actually use our system to do all of that. You can cancel your subscription to that as well. And that's all available here as well. So what's included here? You've got pre-start coaching. That's basically the timer. Post updates to students. So you can post out updates and they receive the notifications, or members it should really be. Events calendar. So you've got an events calendar. You've got customizable group coaching training areas. So you can create one course within each group. Reminders and notifications. You've got customizable emails. That's login emails that go out. So when someone registers, they get an email from you and your brand. You've got integrations you can do, external basic integrations, drip feeding, color palettes, daily actions. You can assign different actions people can do on a daily basis. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So that's for $197, and that's on the front end here. Cool. Hopefully that is clear. Now with the professional package, that's the first upgrade. So we've got an upgrade here that is actually not this URL. It's actually this one right here. And I can send that out to you if you'd like to look at it. And here we go. So the Pro Features package allows you to unlock multiple courses in one classroom. So that means that you can have, say, for example, 6 courses in one group. Okay, so if you're on the front end, you can only have one course per group. On this, you can unlock multiple. So that's basically the multi-level system that you can set up through this. You can set up multiple courses. You've got Groups Connect, which means that you can connect up with it's basically advanced integrations where you can tag, you can have tags being marked. You can do, say, for example, if someone registers, you can actually activate a tag and you can tag that person. So you can do that within your software you're using. You can run cohorts, which basically means you can deliver your program live and then include it within your training areas. You can deliver it live as workshops and then there's like a really cool system for adding it into your training area. You get the plugin certificates, you get transcripts as an element that you can add to your different lessons. You get Zoom automation, which is coming very soon. And basically that means that when you schedule in a session time or a live workshop inside of the calendar, it means that everyone will, that it'll be added to your Zoom account. So you don't need to actually do anything. You just need to integrate Zoom. And then there's no need to actually set up anything in Zoom itself. We'll do that for you. And you can actually manage everything. You can edit it. You can delete it all through our software instead of having to actually go into Zoom. You get advanced tracking, which means you can track your members' activity in the group. You get custom meeting schedules, so you can set custom times for your workshops, discussion topics, so you can actually have multiple categories for discussions, and that's within your community. You've got polls, so you can actually post out polls, and I can show you that. This is really cool. If you want to get feedback about an idea you've got or anything like that, I'm not in the right place right now for it. One sec. Here it is, and I'll just log in. So what you can do with polls is really, really cool. And it's a great tool for feedback, like instant feedback. So let's post a poll actually. Let's say, have you got access to Skola groups yet? And then I could say, for example, a poll, I could say, add yes or no below. And then I can add in, yes. I can add in no. And then I can categorize it if I wanted to. I'll just put it as a regular one and I can publish it. I could schedule it to a future date as well. And then what it has this here. And what users see is, or members see, keep on saying users, but members see, is what members see is this poll right here, and they can then vote. So you can say yes, for example, and then the vote's available. So you can actually run polls through the posting system as well. You can actually send them out as emails too. So that's that community polls. You can pin posts, which I've shown you already. You can pin them in your community moderation. So if you want to, you can ask people if they want to, for example, you can turn post approval on. So if there's a member that you want to turn post approval on for, so you have to approve their discussion posts, then you can do that. And they'll be put in available for you to approve, if that makes sense. So you can do that. You've got light and dark modes as well. So the dark mode looks amazing, and you can actually have this automatically change over. And that means that your program can actually, for all your students, transfer over to this dark mode if you want to at night, depending on their time zone. So some really cool things that you can do there, and your members can also choose to turn that off or turn it on. It's up to them as well, how they want to use this software to interact with your community. And that is the Pro package. That's $67, and it's a one-time cost. You get all of these features, and that's the first upgrade that's available today with this. And you can see that as well. Now, Brad's asking some really good questions, and Brad, I'll show you now. I'll answer those questions for you. So what we have then is we have a business package after that. Now, a business package is really if you're already running a business. So if you've got a business that's working, you're not starting fresh, you're wanting to really scale this up, and you're wanting to grow your communities really, really big, this is the package for you. Also, if you want to support our ongoing development, if you want to become part of our premium community, there's a lot of benefits that come with it. This is the package for you. And this includes team management. So you can actually add team members. You can add up to 5 admin users as well. And you can manage your team. You can choose permissions for them, and they can engage with other, people within your groups as well, and really help to enhance the experience for your users and community members. You get a help desk. So we actually have a widget that's available within your group. And if someone wants to, not only, maybe it's a private message, it's a question about their purchase, or maybe it's a login issue or anything like that, they can actually send you a message through that widget. You receive that message. It gets categorized. You can add it to one of your team members if you want to, or you can answer it yourself, and then you can respond. And that basically is a replacement for your help desk. And we're going to be improving this to make it even better in the future. But that's available, and it's basically, it provides, I do many of the messaging that I do through the group at the moment is through this help desk system. You've also got private messaging, so you can activate private messaging for yourself and also other people in the community as well. So what that means is that you can have, when someone who is a member of your community hovers over another member, wants to network with them, wants to connect with them, it'll then pop up a way of messaging that person. They'll be able to have a conversation with them. You can also have conversations with members yourself. You can use this as a selling tool. So if you see that someone's got a really good question about one of your products, you can actually message them and you can continue that conversation. Also, external API connections. So you can actually, this will allow you to notify other software based on what actions happen within your community. So for example, if someone has gone ahead and posted their first discussion, you can then tag them in a software like ActiveCampaign, and you can, put a note there that they did that, and you can send them a text welcoming them or congratulating them. There's all sorts you could do with that. You can basically connect our software into other software and have other actions take place. You've got email announcements. You can send out your posts as email broadcasts, so all of your members in your community receive it. And you also get the ability to set custom notifications. So what that means is that you can enhance the notifications that you have. You can choose when people get notified, how they get notified, and you can do that yourself. You can adjust that based on your own business and what your needs are. And then you can also remove our branding. This is really cool. So if we go up to the top, we don't need to go up the top here. We can actually just go up to the top here. So you see how it says Skola Groups here. It'll have your business name here. So when team members log in, they'll see your business name and they'll know that it's you. And also other members as they join, it'll be a much more professional kind of experience for them. We've got advanced automations, which is like tagging and other deeper automations. Student tracking, so you can track your students exactly what they're doing on an individual level. So this is really useful if, say, for example, one of your students says, hey, I've completed the course and I decided that I want a refund. So you can actually go through and you can see whether they actually did complete the course. And if they didn't, you can send them the log and show them how much time they actually invested in it, and say, well, hey, you need to complete the course. So you can do that through the software as well. And you've got group analytics. Then you've got media management, which is really cool. So you've actually got a video player. So you don't need to worry about having a software like, Wistia or anything like that. With this, what you can do is you can actually store all of your media files into here. So you can just drag in 10 videos and add them into your course. So you can drag in PDFs or images, all of that. And we also give you a professional video and audio player. And you'll see that I'm using this system for my course right now. You can see it's a really cool system. All of the videos that I have in here, they're running through this system. So you can see that available there as well. And that's a $67 per month charge. And that is really a big package for us, because what it means is that we're able to continue to fuel the updates and upgrades. And as a result of that, what we give you is we give you future updates and upgrades. So one of the updates that we're working on at the moment for this group is we're working on a gamification system, which will be available soon. We're working as well on, it is compatible with all devices and it's compatible with mobile. It works really well on mobile. We're working on a number of different updates. A couple of them have slipped my mind, but a couple of big updates at the moment that you'll be getting access to immediately. One of those is that if someone goes through and they complete a course, giving them actually automatic access to the next course. So all of the future updates we do is we build this into a SaaS you'll be receiving as part of this package. And the benefit to you is that you get a big discount on this package, and you're going to be able to use everything that's available within the package moving forward. So there'll be no restrictions, and you've got all of these features immediately to start with. And we're also going to have premium training that you'll get access to. We've got our Groups Accelerator, and that's basically a course that unlocks within your group, and you'll be able to get additional training on how to make money from your groups, how to profit with your groups. And you can take your team members through this as well to help them to understand how to better use this tool. That's going to be available as well in here as well. And you'll see VIP support, and you can cancel anytime. This is available, and this is the URL as well if you want to have a look at that yourself. So, and yep, you can provide certificates, Daphne, that's in the Pro package. So you can do that from there as well. And yeah, you can just drag in any updates, uploads. So it's really convenient. If, for example, you want to publish a video, you click a video here, and this is your, you can store this in media, or an example, for example, in your course. Actually, I can just go into this is not the right place here. Our media management, if you want to go and add a video, for example, if I wanted to add a video here and I wanted to have that connected up to our media storage, these videos are available here, and I can then click, I can add it, or I could, for example, drag in hundreds of videos if I wanted to, and I could add them in here as well. We've just got a restriction to about 500 megabytes on each video, and that's at the moment. That's the only restriction really on this, as well as 1 terabyte of data that you get. And if you want to, you can upgrade that data to more if you really need, but that'll be plenty. So that's also available here as well. And
okay, so there you have it, and I hope that you like what you saw, and even more will like what you will see when you get access to this. So you can come with your request already now, and just as we did for the Massfluencer, please let me know the name of the group you want me to create for you and make you a manager for. It's not that important, because you can always change it afterwards, and you can also add your own custom domain to it. But just to let me say what I think about this is that I think it has a very nice and clean interface, and it has I would say much better integration between the resources of the courses and the community, which can be beneficial. But I still have to dig into more into this, and it still will grow with even more features added. So let's see how this will be, but it's definitely a more, let's say, professional platform than Massfluencer. I can't say that it's better than any of the WordPress plugins, because I haven't tried many of them or any of the other standalone alternatives to WordPress or to Facebook. But the integration with courses and the community, and also the scheduler, of course, the calendar, is quite unique, and I like it very much. So let's go forward from that, and I will give you more information, of course, in the comments below, and also the link to the sales page if you want to buy it for yourself, and the link to our community. So thank you for watching, and as always, you know where to reach me. Bye.